Well, no doubt, Canyon County is the cornucopia of the Treasure Valley, and there are so many local businesses that take advantage of local agriculture. And we're joined right now by Andy Koenig from Koenig Distillery. It is a local family-owned distillery, and it is so great to have you here because I know you incorporate a lot of the fruits, parts of Canyon County into what you do. But I want to begin, Andy, by giving a little bit of the history of how this all began. It is so interesting how you've brought the process from across the world to the 2C. Explain that.
Okay, well, thanks for having me, first of all. So I originally got into the distillery business in 1999. I graduated from the University of Idaho in 1995, where then I went to study in Austria abroad, where my dad was originally from. And there I was able to do an apprenticeship at a distillery that had been there for 400 years. And I was able to learn the craft of distilling there.
Oh my goodness.
Then we came back to Canyon County and started the planting our orchards. We bought a little farm, and the whole business kind of sprung up from there. So we've been at it now for 25 years.
I love the fact that you took some of the roots from where your father was from, and you planted them, if you will, in Canyon County, and then now we have this incredible Idaho product. So it's a part of your family that's in this as well, right?
Correct, yep.
Yeah.
It's 100% family-owned, family-started, and that's where, you know, all of our roots are from Austria. Actually, my mother actually grew up in Canyon County on a dairy, so that's kind of how we tied the agriculture and the brandy business and the distillery together.
So Andy, in a way, this is a blend of your history, right?
Exactly.
Pun intended, a little bit there. Okay, and let's talk too about your interest in distilling, because you were in Austria, so why distilling?
So when we were little kids, my dad took us back to Austria because he wanted us to learn the language and to learn where he was from. And there's a little artisanal distillery business that kind of happens where small farmers can take their own crops and distill their own product. And as little middle school kids, we were interested in that. And after college, I wanted to pursue a career that way.
That is so awesome. All right, so let's talk about what people can actually experience here in Canyon County, a bit of Austria, a bit of celebration of Idaho as well. You blend in fruits into your flavors. So tell us about that, because I know that is something that is a part of your brandy and also your vodka, right?
Correct. So originally we started making these fruit brandies. These are traditional European-style brandies that are dry. It takes about 30 pounds of fruit to make one bottle of pear or plum brandy. And they're dry, kind of after dinner enjoyed drinks. They're not really big cocktail, you know, they're not really used for that kind of...
They're meant to be enjoyed on their own.
On their own, correct.
They're special enough by themselves. They don't need any assistance.
Correct.
Okay. And then from brandy, you went to vodka as well.
Correct. So about 15 years ago, vodka was a big hit in the U.S., and we decided to venture into making potato vodka. So we started making...
Perfect state for that.
Correct. So it's 100% potatoes, and we started doing that, and then eventually we moved into infusing the potato vodka with huckleberries, which launched the huckleberry vodka. Then we moved into peach vodka, which is all peaches from our orchard.
Oh wow, no kidding.
Correct,
okay,
yes.
So do you outsource some of your fruits, or do all of them come from your farm in Canyon County?
Most of the fruits we grow ourselves. There's a little bit that we buy from our neighboring orchards around us.
Wonderful, but still though, you're supporting the economy of Canyon County with the production of everything that you do, right?
Correct.
That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All right, and we can't ignore what's here at the end of the counter in the Idaho-Today kitchen. What do we have here? Because this is your latest, right?
So this is our latest. This started in 2010. We started aging bourbon and producing whiskey at the distillery. So we have a whole line now of bourbons. They're all aged at the distillery, produced there, bottled there, and we have a whole different line for everything that anybody might want.
That's fantastic. And how proud are you to have an Idaho product like this, especially one that we can enjoy not only here in Idaho, but we can also enjoy across the country, correct?
Correct. Most of our sales are actually in Idaho, but people enjoy, you know, in Idaho, it's obviously our primary source of sales, I guess you'd call it. But it's great to be in Idaho, have an Idaho business, have started it from the ground up, and it's been fun.
Yes, well, we are so thankful for what you contribute here to not only our economy, but to the pride of Idaho, right? From your Austrian roots that you brought here to Canning County. I know you've been in Canning County for over 2 decades. We're so glad to have you be a part of the Idaho Thread. So thank you, Andy, and congratulations on your fantastic success here. This looks absolutely delicious.
Thank you. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
Everyone stick around, because coming up right after the break, we're going to be celebrating a local author that has turned his love for Idaho history into captivating stories. Stick around.